Hey guys, welcome back to another plant shop vlog where I show you guys what it's like running a plant store from home. Today is Sunday. It is my packing orders day. As you can see, we have plants, we have potting mixes, trellises, pots, kind of a little bit of everything. I did a large restock on Thursday. So between Thursday and Sunday today, we're gonna start off the vlog with packing orders because I'm not really sure what the vibe is for this week. I just filmed another video that is already up on my channel, giving you guys a full tour of my plant studio for my business. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go and check that out. This week will be a little bit different for me because I am actually off work this week. So I don't really know what I have planned for the shop this week really, besides the fact that I'm going to do like another restock and probably some small plant chores. So anyway, let me take you guys through all the plants that sold this week. So this week we did sell 2 philodendron Florida Beauties. We have this one here. And we also have this one here. We have philodendron Ring of Fire, 2 philodendron Jose Buonos. We have this one here and also this one here. Philodendron Strawberry Shake, philodendron Milano Chrysum. This is a rehab cosmetic damage plant, so it was sold at a discount. 2 Syngonium Red Spot Tricolors. We have this one here and also this one here. 3 Syngonium Pink Spots. We have 1, 2, and 3. Alocasia Silver Dragon Variegated. 2 Syngonium Chia Pens Variegated. We have this one here and also this one over here. Anthurium Bessier F. We sold a lot of Hoyas this week. We have 3 of the Hoya Carnosa Compacta Variegated. We have this one, number 2, and number 3. 2 Hoya Multiflora Variegated. We have this one and this one. These are inner variegated. We also have these 2 beautiful Hoyas right here. We have this one on the left and this one on the right. Then we have Hoya Archboldiana. This one does come on the clear trellis. Then we have Hoya Lauder Bocchii. This Hoya does have a fuzzy texture to it. 2 of the Hoya New Guinea Ghosts. We have this one and also this one back here. They both come on the bamboo trellis. And we have both of the Hoya Sarawak Cream. We have this one and this one. Since they were so big, I did add a trellis to them for photo purposes so that the customers can see what they look like trellised up. But the trellis is not included, so I will be removing them before I pack them. And then lastly, we have 2 of the Hoya Compactas. We have this one here. The vines are quite long, and also this one, it does have a long vine as well. These ones are going to be a lot of fun to pack. Sometimes the trailing plants like these can be a little bit complicated to pack because it's a little hard to cover the topsoil with cotton and wrap it around and stuff. So it might take me a little longer than usual to pack these guys, but I think we should be okay. This order packing session is actually from July 14th, so there is a little bit of time in between then and now. I didn't record for YouTube the last packing session I did on July 21st because I actually was packing orders on TikTok live that weekend instead. This was my first time going live on TikTok, and I have to say it was a lot of fun. I have been wanting to do live stream stuff for quite a while now, and it's been in the back of my head, but I've always been too nervous to do it. I think I've only ever did 2 live streams, and they were on Instagram like a couple years ago, and I never did it again because I felt like I had so much anxiety through the whole thing. But I am trying to get better at being a TikToker. I know that TikTok is a great platform for businesses and for creators as well, and I definitely think that there's a lot of opportunity for me to really build that platform. Lately, Instagram is just not cutting it for businesses and creators. If you are one of the other, you probably understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's really hard to get your content to be reached by your followers, which is crazy to me. So honestly, at this point, I just don't feel like it's worth really putting a lot of time into Instagram. Yes, I am still going to post there, but I'm definitely not motivated to do it. And a lot of creators and businesses are just having way more success on YouTube and TikTok. So I forced myself to do a live stream on TikTok, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely want to incorporate live streaming on TikTok into like a schedule, but I'm also interested in doing some other things like with Patreon, or possibly doing like a YouTube members only type of thing, and we can like live stream or something like that. I just think it would be nice to like expand my reach into other platforms and offer you guys some other type of content as well, and just allow you guys to get a little bit closer to me versus just having to watch something pre-recorded. Yesterday I was out doing some errands and I ended up going to Lowe's because we were getting some stuff for our backyard, and of course I had to go and check in the plant section. Usually my Lowe's doesn't really have anything worth mentioning, but I did end up getting something which is kind of rare for me, and this is what I got. This is a pink princess marble. I was actually shocked to see this plant sitting amongst the other pink princesses. There was regular pink princesses and then there was two that looked like this. The other one wasn't as variegated, but I felt like this one was actually really nice. And these are the type of pink princesses that I've always wanted to bring to the shop, and every time I would end up getting these pink princess marbles from my wholesaler, they would never look like this. I think it's so pretty, and I think there's like 2 or 3 plants in here. It also came with this really pretty white pot, which is great because I plan to put it next to my desk with my other pink princess. This is by Costa Farms and it was $19.98, so $20. The pot is actually a self-watering pot, so that's kind of cool and I actually like it a lot. So yeah, I guess it is like a little birthday present to myself. I didn't really get myself any plants for my birthday this year. Obviously I have way too many plants, but I did end up getting myself my new computer and my new monitor in here, so that was a huge gift to myself as well. I'm content this year. I really don't need anything else. So what I'm gonna do is actually just repot this so that I can have it in my own personal mix and give it a clear pot. This is just a pot that I have in my little stash. It's obviously used. Gonna try to give it a 6-inch pot based off of the pot itself. It also is gonna depend on the roots, so we'll see. And then today we're also going to restock the shop. I pulled out a couple plants, not a lot, maybe like 5 or something, just so that we have something to restock the shop with, because today's Wednesday and I restock tomorrow. Honestly, I kind of just been chilling this week, which is great. It's not that often where I can just literally do nothing. So I've been having a really good week off, and I'm happy that I decided to take off because I desperately needed it. So let's take a look. So the pot inside does have like a wick in it. I don't personally care for the wick system, so I'm just going to not use that. But the plant is in a typical like peat mix, I think. So I'm just going to do my best to clean it off, and then we'll just see from there. Honestly, I think I'm gonna just put this in a 5-inch pot instead, just because it's not that many roots. Okay, so I do see that it is multiple plants. They do have mesh on the bottom. This is a little mesh plug that they have around them. I guess because they are so small. I'm just gonna gently peel it off because I don't really prefer that. So I've heard that Costa Farms is actually bringing a lot of different like plants like these to Walmarts and Lowe's and stuff, but I definitely wasn't expecting to see anything like in my stores because they just never have anything. So I never really even like look. Even when I go to Walmart to do my grocery shopping, the plant section is so bad that it's not even worth looking, because I do like to look for like some variegated monsteras here and there because sometimes you can find them. So yeah, this area just doesn't get a lot of stuff. So I'm actually gonna use a 5-inch pot instead, just because the roots are so small, we don't need a 6-inch pot right yet. And you guys are already familiar with this potting mix. It's the same stuff that I always use. The pot was literally full of water at the store, so I did end up dumping it out. I'm glad that I like noticed the water level on the bottom before I left. I ended up just pouring the water in like a different plant that looked really thirsty, so it worked out okay in the end. I'm honestly not that much of a pink princess fan, but I feel like this one was really pretty and I didn't want to pass it up for 20 bucks because it is really nice. So here is the plant all potted up, and I have it in the 5-inch clear pot, which is perfect. So the 5-inch pot is a little bit small for the pot, so this is what it looks like. I think what I'm actually just gonna do is put in that 6-inch pot, this one that I had, and just plop it like that so that it has a little bit more height, and then as it grows out I will transition it to the 6, but for now I just want it in the 5. So since this is a new plant, I am going to spray it down first with the insecticidal soap. This is the brand that I like to use. It looks like this. You can buy them on Amazon. I think you can get them at Lowe's and Home Depot as well. I just buy them on Amazon because they come in a 2-pack. So I'm just going to spray it down first, just in case, because it is a big box plant, so I don't want, you know, to potentially bring anything in this room. And then next week I will do a regular like neem oil solution wipe down as well. And that is how I like to like maintain my pest control. So that is it. This is how it looks. I think it's super cute. It is nice that you get a cover pot with the plant. I am not a huge fan of cover pots. I only use cover pots when I am like trying to incorporate the plants like into like my home decor. You guys know like all these plants in here, even my plants over there, they are just in clear pots. It's too many plants to try to put cover pots in for me personally, so I only do it when I you know, I'm putting them like at my desk or in my living room. That's the only time I'll do it. So let's go put this on my desk and we can start restocking my store. So now that that is out of the way, let's focus on my restock. We have a small restock this week, that's okay. I have 4 plants here, so let me show you guys everything. So first little prop we have here, this is Philodendron Red Anderson. We have a Philodendron Strawberry Shake. This is a propagation of Philodendron Orange Princess. There is 2 plants in here, so I think I'm gonna just separate them really quick and make them their own individual plant. And then the last one, we're going to bring this Philodendron Red Congo, and it looks like this. I do have another one, but it is much smaller, so I'm gonna wait a little bit on that one. So we're just gonna do this one this week. Let me just start with the Orange Princesses, just because there is 2 in here. So actually it's just 1, but they ended up like having little pups grow off of them. This one just kind of fell right off, so we have this little guy. We have these 2 original leaves, this one on the left and this one on the right, and then we have the pup in the middle. I think I might just leave this one as it is and just put it in a smaller container, and then I'll just have this little guy. So we'll have this tiny one here, which is definitely fine with me because those 2 bigger leaves, they are the original leaves, so I don't expect those to last anyway. So essentially I'm really just selling this small starter plant, so it doesn't bother me. Just gonna put it in a cup of stratum like I always do. This is like the go-to method for me when it comes to propagation. And these are already rooted, so they're already used to it. So we have a little starter of this Orange Princess now. And as for this one, I'm going to just clean it up, and I think I'm gonna put it in a smaller cup, but I'm gonna reuse the stratum that we already have. And that just looks a little bit better now that it's in the more appropriate size cup. Now that is taken care of, I'm just going to do the usual and just clean up the plant's leaves. This is my neem oil concentrate, dish soap, and water solution. I like to use this to just wipe down the leaves front and back. It helps get rid of any dirt and dust, and it also gets rid of water stains. So it's gonna make them look really nice for the product photos that we're about to take. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with the restock. And that is pretty much all I have to do this week for the vlog, you guys. I do have a few things for the shop that I'm gonna do, but they are mostly like things on the computer. I did recently update all of my Amazon links and stuff like that. So in case you are wondering the products that I use, everything is updated in my Amazon storefront now. I have plant stuff in there, but I also have like business stuff in there as well. And I do have some other things in there not related to plants too. Most of the items that I use are from Amazon. And I'm also working on getting myself on TikTok shop. I know earlier in the year I said I really didn't want to do it, and I kind of am still like flip-floppy about TikTok shop, but it doesn't look like TikTok is really going anywhere, so it might be beneficial for me to like jump on it. If there's a way to sync my products from my store to the TikTok shop, I will 100% do that so that I can put like the plants on the TikTok shop. And there's 2 other things that I've been trying to like figure out. So I guess I want to just pitch the idea to you guys. I've been hearing a lot about Patreon. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it is a subscription-based platform. And I've honestly been thinking that I could possibly have like a small like subscription for like maybe $5 or $10 a month. So I've been thinking like maybe we can do like live streaming like plant unboxes. You'd also get like a special discount code for the shop, and maybe even like a secret shop type of thing. I'm not really sure. So I'm between stuff like that, and I'm also been thinking about plant mystery boxes or plant subscription boxes as well, or like a plant of the month box type of thing, some type of box. I have a ton of ideas, but the issue that I'm running into is I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, honestly. I feel like a mystery box would be easier than doing a plant of the month box. However, I really do want to do a plant of the month box. So what that would entail is that you would subscribe on my website, and every single month you will get a new plant, and then I will pick a day in the month where it's like reoccurring. I will ship out all of the plant of the month plants on like the same day every single month. However, the issue is me trying to make sure that I have enough of the same plant for every single month and that I don't overwhelm myself. So I think with something like that, I would have to kind of cap it off. Maybe I would start with just like 25 spots just to see how it is, so that, you know, I don't have like 100 boxes to pack up in one day. As for mystery boxes, it would be kind of the same thing, but you would just get a mystery like 4-inch or 2-inch plant every month or something like that. I still have to like decide on like the prices and if I want to do like a low tier, mid tier, and a high tier. But those are things that would just be occurring on my shop. As for Patreon, that is a separate platform which would require you to subscribe. Basically, the reason why I'm trying to like get Patreon down is so that I can just be more available to you guys. I know a lot of you guys have questions and you want to talk to me and stuff, and it's really hard sometimes to get back to everybody. But I do think it would be cool to have like some type of plant subscription club, like a little PlantLifeLex club or something like that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys have any ideas of things that you would want to see, like if you were to subscribe to Patreon, what would you want to see? What would you want to do? If I was to do live streams and stuff like that, or we can possibly do like live sales, or you guys can have access to certain things before everybody else does. I don't know. So yeah, a lot of thoughts and a lot of information, but let me know what you guys think about all that stuff. I'm gonna just finish up the vlog with just taking the pictures, and then today I just have to update my website, and then this week is done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.